The final note I will give about transsexuals is this. When it comes to male to female transsexuals, most of the time what they're looking for is a way to outwardly express what they've got in their minds. To them, it's more about dressing in more feminine attire. It's about having female experiences that they could not have as a male, that kind of thing. That I see as a big-time trend with the male-to-female transsexuals. With the female-to-male, often it's more about trying to act tough rather than trying to dress drab or trying to grow a facial whatever. So when it comes to FTMs, I would say this. Before you make the transition, talk to gals that have had breast cancer and had their breasts removed. Let me tell you something. That is a very unpleasant experience. And it's a very sad experience when that happens. And you may want to talk to them before you go because I know there's a lot of women out there who have lost their breasts to cancer, and they're sitting here going, why would you want to take yours off? I ended up losing mine. So that would be kind of distressful to them. Also, talk to any gal that's had a hysterectomy because of cancer or some other disease. And they'll probably tell you, are you nuts? You're wanting to remove all of your genitalia because you want to become a man? There must be some other way. So that's something else to consider. Also, I've been a guy for nearly 40 years, and I can tell you what, there are no big-time advantages to having all this facial hair. It's quite irritating to get it off every freaking day. And if I found some way to have electrolysis, I would. Not because I don't want to be a guy. I do want to be a guy. It's just I don't like the irritation of the hat. You shave yourself, you get razor burn, you get razor cuts. It just keeps coming back, and it's irritating, and it drives me nuts. I just don't like it. But that's just me, okay? So, I have no problem being a guy. I just don't want the hassle of shaving every day. That's just me. But there are really no significant advantages to having facial hair, none at all. And certainly bulging biceps, let me tell you something, they only last so long, and then after that they droop. And then you're pretty much out. So if you're thinking there's some kind of advantage to being a guy, there certainly is not. We have to wear all the drab clothes and so on and so forth and act macho all the time. Being a guy sucks. And thinking about this for a second, when you see a choir, what is the most complimented thing you hear about the choir? Oh, those female singers and their beautiful voices. You want to give up your beautiful voice to sound like this? Please. I mean, it's nice having this voice, but I'm telling you what, there's nothing really significant about it. So, giving up your angelic voice, your breasts, your whole genitalia, just to be like me, I don't think it's worth it. And you think what you like, but I'm telling you, I don't think it's worth it. I think there are plenty of ways that women can be more macho, be more self-confident, so on and so forth, without having to go through all these dramatic changes. I believe that, and if you talk to me, maybe we can find some way that you can express yourself in a more masculine way without losing all your femininity. Remember, there are female bodybuilders. There are females that work on cars. There are females that do all the wonderful stuff that guys do. So being a female doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be excluded from a male job. There are females in the military, for Pete's frickin' sake. So you can still be female and have all kinds of male traits. So you may not want to transition. That's up to you. You decide for yourselves. I'm not going to hassle you over it. I'm just telling you what I feel. Alright. That's pretty much all I've got to say about this. If you want to leave me an email or comment, fine. I'll talk about more in a future video, so stay tuned.